Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared.
And the Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. There's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Lost fake. It's complete to the right. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. And And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Culliver. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Cornhuskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Caught over the middle, it's McNabb. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Heaves it on the run. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. So 1st down here as they go back to work. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And they'll stop him. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. Got him up for the 1st down. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Cornhuskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength.
Going to take a shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Under fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. He's got it inside the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Into the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chopstick, and there's no way the defense is going to be thinking, I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, the inside give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. To the air, it's Culliver. Quick strike complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got his man on the run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll pull it down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, the strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
The give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Culliver. Fakes to grab. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Huskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Culliver. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Using his legs at Singletary. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Intercepted for the 11th time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Dogs with a... Short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And wings it incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. They just keep firing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Trying to impose their will with the run. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They try to get it outside on the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Cornhuskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Lining up to convert third down. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Culliver. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singletary. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with the GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that part.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Cornhuskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The give from the gun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. It'll be a draw. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The official says no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught close to the marker, it's Wilkins. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He'll set up to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense.
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Culliver. Shoots it to the left. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And back to the air on second down. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before.
And he's taking the shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. He's brought down